Hi guys, so today I'm on my long run round Fineshade woods near Stamford where I live, and I'm going to be talking about motivation and one really top training tip for ultra running for getting a little bit more efficient and faster for hardly any extra training effort. So this question comes from having a little chat with my patrons. So these questions, these films, although they're public, the questions that I'm answering in them are going to be from patrons. Those are the supporters of my channel. If you want to be part of the gang, it's www.patreon.com/wildgingerrunning. So Alex Knight asked about motivation for getting out doing the training, so I'll cover that towards the end. But the training tip that I just wanted to impart to you today is something that's in my book, the Ultimate Ultra Running Handbook. There's training plans in there from 50k to 160k, so like around 100 miles, and it's something that I've also been doing myself because I'm currently using a plan from Damien Hall from the Green Runners as part of my pledge to their crowdfunder campaign, because I'm training for doing the Dragon's Back SKT, which means slowest known time, which means I'm doing it over 6 separate weekends in 2025. Fingers crossed. I haven't done it yet. So I'm following Damien's plan, and if you're following one of the plans in my book, you'll find the same thing. On your easy runs, there'll often be something called strides. Now, if you're already doing strides and you already know what they mean, then comment below with a woohoo, because you are doing well. But if you haven't heard of them, I'm going to explain them now. I'm going to explain why it's beneficial to ultra runners. So strides are within an easy run. So when you've warmed up, like maybe in the middle of the run, or maybe when you've got like 1 or 2 miles to finish a 5 or maybe 8 mile run midweek, then you might find on your training plan 4 times 20 seconds strides. So that's a good amount of striding to be getting on with to start with. You could also find strides can be up to about 30 seconds long. So once you've got into the habit of them, you can start doing like 6 times 30 second strides. But at the moment I'm doing a 4 times 30 stride on a 5 mile run on a Wednesday on my Damien Hall training plan. So strides are where you go a little bit faster than you would if you're just plodding. So I'm plodding. This is me just plodding now. Plodding. I'm on my long steady. It's 14 miles. I'm just plodding, keeping the heart rate around 140-ish, apart from when I'm chatting like this. And then if I was to do a stride for 20 seconds, I'd just pick up the pace. A bit boundy, a little bit like, it's not flat out, so it's not quite as fast as a parkrun PB sprint, but it's kind of that energy level, and just picking up the pace a little bit. Just I'll show you now. So this would be a stride. So can you see my feet? I was taking long strides basically and covering a lot more ground, and you get a little bit out of breath because you do it for about 20 to 30 seconds. You could start off with 15 if you like, but it's not enough to really tax your cardiovascular system. It just gets those fast twitch leg muscles firing, and it's just going to give you a little bit more speed and efficiency for your ultra running. So if you can put some strides in 1 or 2 times a week into your easy run sessions, then that is going to pay dividends in your ultra running. Hello. I thought that was charging. No, I'm just talking to myself. So write in the comments below if you're already doing strides and therefore big tick for you, or if you're gonna start doing strides and you're gonna just start with 1 per week, intro easy run, and you might look at it on the training plan in my book and dread it because it is about running fast for a bit. But actually, if you just give it a go, you'll find that it breaks up the monotony of a steady run. You don't even have to do all 4 in one go. Like, you could run, say, 2 miles and then do 1 of them. Do 20 seconds bounding along, striding. And you could do another mile, do your next one. You do 1 every mile. And it really does break things up. And it makes you feel like really springy and good about life. So there you go, strides. Top tip for getting faster and more efficient with ultra running without too much extra effort. Comment below if you're going to give it a go. Now we're going to come on to motivation. So Alex Knight, one of my top patrons, said that she wants some motivation tips. Now, if you are a patron and you want me to cover something specific on my Monday run days, then please just comment below, or better still, write to me on Patreon, because sometimes you have a different name on Patreon that need you. Oh, hang on, I need to go this way. Sometimes there's a different name on Patreon that you have on YouTube. So yeah, write me on Patreon. So tips for motivation include, the biggie is probably having a goal. So picking maybe a race or a certain challenge that you've got in mind. So that definitely gets you out, especially on these dark mornings. Hello. Hi. And then I think even more so than that is, like, for me personally, it's having a training plan. So I've been really enjoying having this training plan from Damien. It's on Training Peaks, and I've synced my Garmin up to connect with Training Peaks, for want of a better word. And it's really satisfying. Once you've done your workout, it sort of automatically ticks it off. And having a training plan like that just takes the guesswork out of everything for me. And it stops you feeling guilty on rest days, because if you've got a training plan, it absolutely will have some rest days on it. So it makes you have rest days. And then it just forces you a little bit out of your comfort zone. Like, it'll talk about strides. It'll maybe do a little bit of interval training and hill work. It'll get you to focus on certain things whilst you're on your run. And it'll make you get out there. So I'm a big advocate for having a training plan. It doesn't have to be a paid for one as well. You could just make one up yourself, as long as you're the type of person that's going to stick to it. I'm definitely not. So yeah, get the Ultimate Ultra Running Handbook, or if you're not quite at ultra running level, there's the Ultimate Trail Running Handbook as well, with training plans from 5k up to 50k. Then the Ultimate Ultra Running Handbook goes beyond that to the 100-mile sort of level. And all those training plans have been made by Tim Piggott, our coach from HP3 Coaching. So it's not just me that's had the input there. Basically, he gave me all of his really hardcore training plans. And then I adapted them so that there could be some beginnery ones as well as some more expert ones. So whatever your level, there's a training plan for you in my book, which is here now. So training plan for motivation. Then the next thing I would say is the actual getting out of the door bit. And that is probably one of the trickiest parts about staying motivated for doing your training. And I would say to that is, you can trick yourself. Oh, I'm going to walk here. It's uphill. Trick yourself by just getting your running stuff on and saying to yourself, I'm just going to walk. I feel a bit tired, or I can't really be bothered. Make sure you've got your sports bra on. Otherwise, there's no running for you. And yeah, just get out and just start going. And after a mile or so of walking, you might feel like, yeah, I'll get going with a run now. You might not, but if you haven't, at least you've done a walk. So that's another good motivational point. And then another good motivational thing I find to do is give yourself a nice reward. So this could be like maybe just knowing that when you get back you can have a really nice hot chocolate that you don't usually let yourself have because you're trying not to eat too much sugar or whatever. Or maybe it's that you've bought some really nice roasted vegetables and you're going to eat them tonight. Or it doesn't have to be food based. Or maybe you're allowed to watch another episode of Desperate Housewives or something on Netflix that you've really been enjoying a binge of. Or maybe you want to treat yourself to a new piece of gear for your next race. So yeah, make it all positive, make it about the treats as well. The other thing you can do is to make yourself accountable as well. So you could, you know, have a training plan, you could maybe have a coach, you could tell your family, your partner, friends that you're going out, you could arrange to meet someone, and then you're much more accountable to doing what you said you've done. But I think lastly on motivation, before I finish, is just to remember your why. Remember why you like getting out there. If it's difficult for you to do that, maybe watch a few YouTube videos or just write down on a post-it note or so why you love doing this and why you love ultra running and why you're doing the training in the first place. And stick the post-it notes around your house and, you know, like on the back of the loo door, so you're just constantly reminding yourself why you're doing this, even on cold, horrible, windy, wet days. And that will really help as well. And watch a few YouTube videos as well about the event that you've signed up for or just about running in general. So I find that kind of thing can really re-inspire you as well. Okay, so I hope that helped. If it did help you, then please like and subscribe to the channel, and also write a comment below. And if you're a patron, let me know what you want me to talk about next. Loads and loads of handy tips and advice coming your way. If you want any more training advice, gear tests, things that I've done before on the channel, just click here for the training playlist where there's loads and loads of really good advice for training for ultra running. Thank you for watching. Hope you have benefited from that small amount of tips there, and I look forward to you joining me on my next Monday run. Bye!